Fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand.
Grab a hole. Grab anything.
In other words, baby, kiss me. Fill my heart with song. Let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true.
Wouldn't mind a nice blue.
In other words, I love you.
Out, over. Anything? That's nautical miles. That's affirmative.
So you spin, when you spin pizza dough, it kind of flattens out. Gets wider in the middle. So Earth, throughout its life, even when it formed, it was spinning. And it got a little wider at the equator than it does at the poles. So it's not actually a sphere. It's oblate. And officially it's an oblate spheroid. That's what we call it.
Almost partially incorrect.
Not only that, it's slightly wider below the equator than above the equator.
On the contrary.
A little chubbier.
Yeah.
Chubby's a good way. It's like pear-shaped.
I'm possibly more or less not definitely rejecting the idea that in no way, with any amount of uncertainty, that I undeniably do or do not know where he should probably be. If that indeed wasn't where he isn't. Even if he wasn't not where I knew he was, could mean that I wouldn't really not know where he was.
Ergo, I do not like you.
But I actually didn't demote Pluto. That was a vote of the International Astronomical Union.
If ifs and buts were candy and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas. Think about that, Dr. Tyson.
So why didn't I flinch? Because the laws of science differ fundamentally from those of...
I'll tell you any shit you want to hear.
I know you. I walked with you once upon a dream. I know you. That look in your eyes is so familiar a gleam, and I know it's true that visions are seldom all they seem. But if I know you, I know what you'll do. You'll love me at once, the way you did once upon a dream.
Fantasyland, the happiest kingdom of them all. Presenting this week.
I know what you'll do. You'll love me at once, the way you did once upon a dream.
At Disneyland Park, the realm devoted to things of the future is called Tomorrowland. One of the popular attractions here is our simulated rocket trip around the moon. After entering the Disneyland spaceport, visitors may experience the thrills that space travelers of the future will encounter when rocket trips to the moon become a daily routine. However, scientists tell us that it will be many years before space travel becomes a reality. After consulting with the scientists, our artists and studio technicians have prepared a factual picture of how the coming conquest of the moon will be accomplished. Here to tell you about it is director Ward Kimball.
When we hear the exciting news of how the rocket scientists of today are preparing for tomorrow's trip to the moon, we must remember that such a trip has long been the dream of many men since history began. But before we consider the scientific plans for a trip to the moon, let us first show you, as sort of a prologue, the results of our research into the legends and facts and foibles, superstitions of man and the moon.
I don't think that's true. I think you have some very definite ideas.
My interpretation of The Shining is that there's many levels to this film. This is like three-dimensional chess, and he's trying to tell us several stories that appear to be separate, but actually are not. And he's doing this both through the overt script that he wrote. He's telling it through tricks of the trade, the subliminal imagery, and these constant retakes giving him odd angles and things. And he's also telling you through the changes that he made to the Stephen King novel. So if you watch those three things, you begin to understand this deeper story. And this deeper story has its birth, I guess, in the idea that Stanley Kubrick was involved with faking the Apollo moon landings.
About what should be done with Danny, and I'd like to know what they are.
Well, I think maybe he should be taken to a doctor.
You think maybe he should be taken to a doctor?
Yes.
When do you think maybe he should be taken to a doctor?
As soon as possible. As soon as possible. Jack.
You believe his health might be at stake?
Yes.
You are concerned about him.
Yes.
And are you concerned about me?
Of course I am.
Of course you are. Ever thought about my responsibilities?
Harry, what are you talking about?
Have you ever had a single moment's thought about my responsibilities? Have you ever thought for a single solitary moment about my responsibilities to my employers? Has it ever occurred to you that I have agreed to look after the Overlook Hotel until May the 1st? Does it matter to you at all that the owners have placed their complete confidence and trust in me, and that I have signed a letter of agreement, a contract, in which I have accepted that responsibility? Do you have the slightest idea what a moral and ethical principle is, do you? Has it ever occurred to you what would happen to my future if I were to fail to live up to my responsibilities? Has it ever occurred to you? Has it?
Stay away from me. Okay, I understand. I'll come back later on with a couple of sandwiches for you, and maybe you'll let me read something then.
Wendy, let me explain something to you. Whenever you come in here and interrupt me, you're breaking my concentration. You're distracting me, and it will then take me time to get back to where I was. Understand?
Yeah?
Fine. And we're gonna make a new rule. Whenever I'm in here, you hear me typing. Whether you don't hear me typing, whether the fuck you hear me doing in here, when I'm in here, that means that I am working. That means don't come in. Now, do you think you can handle that?
Play with us, darling.
So this is love. So this
are you in there?
is love. So this is what makes life divine. I'm all aglow.
There were things going on at other areas of the cave that also supported the launch or the ascent. But as far as getting the rocket off the ground, this is where it took place, and this is all the equipment that was required to get this rocket in the air.
And I can fly. I'll touch every star in the sky. So this is the miracle that I've been dreaming of. So this is love.
20 seconds and counting. T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11. Tower cleared.
Neil Armstrong reporting the roll and pitch program of Apollo property.
Jack! Jack! Jack!
Plus 30 seconds.
Jack! What happened? Honey, what's wrong? Jack!
Is a abort control mode.
The most terrible nightmare I ever had. It's the most horrible dream I ever had.
It's okay now. Really.
What kind of a dream? Can't tell. 'Cause if you tell a wish, it won't come true. And after all, a dream
Is a wish your heart makes when you're fast asleep. In dreams you will lose your heartache. Whatever you wish for, you keep. Have faith in your dreams, and someday your rainbow will come smiling through. No matter how your heart is grieving, if you keep on believing, the dream that you wish will come true.
Oh, that clock. Oh, Killjoy. I hear you. Come on, get up, you say. Time to start another day. Even he orders me around. Well, there's one thing. They can't order me to stop dreaming.
So I've got a little bubble there.
And perhaps someday,
the dreams that I wish will come true.
Da-dum, da-da-dum.
la 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 la. Ah, la 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 la.
Developing situation at the International Space Station. We want to let you know this is the feed coming in from NASA there, Mission Control. And joining us is Bill Harwood to talk about this. Bill, basically, as I understand it, there's a spacewalk set to take place that was underway, about a 6.5-hour mission it was supposed to be. Complication essentially arose in the sense that one of the astronauts reported a film of water in his helmet. Tell us about that.
Yeah, that's right. The spacewalk had been underway for about 4 hours when Tim Kopra reported water in his helmet.
If you keep on believing, the dream that you wish will come true.
Earth to Mars lander report status, please.
Mars lander here. Gravity device status effective. Oxygen status 98%.
Any sign of habitation?
Not so much as a... Whoa there, horsey. What the?
Cute. What is it?
Oh, it's cute, all right. It couldn't be.
Mars lander, what's happening up there?
One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
I think I did it again. I made you believe we're more than just friends. Oh baby, it might seem like a crush, but it doesn't mean that I'm serious. 'Cause to lose.
Hello, this is the International Space Station.
Well, this is President Obama. Who am I talking to?
Hello, Mr. President. You're talking to the Increment 28 crew and the crew of the Space Shuttle Atlantis.
Oh, that's funny, see, because I was just dialing out for pizza, and I didn't expect to end up in space.
What do you tip for a pizza delivery to low Earth orbit? I don't know, but I'll bet it's astronomical. The commercialization of space recently took a turn for the tasty when pie giant Pizza Hut delivered a 6-inch salami pie to the International Space Station.
We completed the first, the fastest, and the farthest pizza delivery ever.
So many ways.
My message today is also a call for action, a call to all Americans, especially young Americans.
Before you go, there's something I want you to have.
Oh, it's beautiful. But wait a minute, isn't this?
Yeah, yes it is.
But I thought the old lady dropped it into the ocean in the end.
Well, baby, I went down and got it for you.
Oh, you shouldn't have. Oops, I did it again to your heart. Got lost in this game, oh baby. Oops, you better stand for I'm not that innocent. Oops, I did it again. I played with your heart. Got lost in this game. Oh baby, baby. dancing.
Let's throttle up.
To infinity